This tweet might be Trump's masterstroke. Hello, my name is Kyle and welcome to the channel, and this is The Conservative Take. If this is your first time here, please consider hitting that like and subscribe button, that bell icon so you don't miss any future content. And to help support this channel, please go to walkedaway.net to tell everyone when you walked away. So check this out. So President Trump did this tweet yesterday, and it's causing a lot of turmoil on pretty much every faction of this country. Everyone who's seen it, it gives a reaction. And I'm going to break down the 4 different reasons why I think this is effective, and if whether or not Trump decided to do this intentionally, this is what it's going to do effectively. So whether he did it knowingly or unknowingly, it's brilliant, and I think it's his masterstroke in terms of his tweeting, and he's done a lot of them, and a lot of controversial ones, as we all know. But this one, it may be his biggest, and I'm going to tell you why. Number one, let me just go back to the whole thing with wearing masks is a very, very divisive issue in this country. Extremely divisive, even amongst people within certain groups. You know, whether or not you're on the left who feel like your rights are being violated and that the masks don't work, and why are you being forced to do something? With people also in that community saying, well, you need to do it because you're being selfish and so forth. Or people on the right saying the same thing, but more vehemently about not wearing them. Okay. And people in the middle independent group saying, well, I like Trump, but I still think we should wear them. And it's just all over the place. And it's based on personal experience, age, health, the information that's given out to us with the CDC and the World Health Organization, what you can believe, what you cannot trust, and all of this. It's all over the place. There is no consensus for the most part. And then you have people who just feel that people are just using it as a political football. And I'm going to get into that. So I'm going to make this video fairly quick because I want you to share this out because I want people to get this as much as possible, or at least how I'm seeing it. And if you don't agree with me, or if you do agree with me for that matter, please comment below. I'd be curious to know what you think, and we can kind of talk through some of this stuff. So here are the top 4 reasons why the Trump mask tweet is absolutely brilliant. And I'm going to do this in the order of most obvious, okay? Because the last one, I don't think many have thought about this, but I saw this pretty much immediately. So number 1, he's doing this obviously to troll the left. Duh. He does that all the time. He trolls the left all the time to get them excitable, to get them talking. He's putting them on the defensive, and that's just the way he rolls, okay? Number 2, he's doing it for people who are MAGA supporters, particularly, who don't agree with a mask mandate. Now remember, Trump also said he's not going to make a national mask mandate. He just has the picture of him wearing a mask. He did it last week when he was at a hospital with veterans. Here's the thing about this. He's doing it because it's funny, and he's doing it because it's entertaining to people on the right who get what I'm saying right here, because we understand the implication of mandates for something. Now, obviously, if you have something that can affect other people, then there's the situation where whether you wear it for public safety or do not wear it for personal freedom. That's a debate we should have, but that's also the debate that's not being seen at all in the mass media at all. That debate is not being projected at all in the media. It's just wear it or else. And that's not a healthy conversation. And so, again, it also points back to the data, CDC being all over the place, Fauci being all over the place. And, you know, there's a lot of trust issues with news anyway. So people don't really know about the data, statistics, people mislabeling COVID cases. And so, you know, how can you expect people to take this seriously when you see all this stuff on the side that's being ignored? Okay, I'll leave it at that. You can take it further with that if you like. And the third reason is for people who are independent, sitting on the fence, whether or not they should vote for Trump, whether or not they shouldn't vote for Trump. It takes this issue in a way that in their mind, they can say, okay, well, at least Trump is acknowledging that masks could be important. He's wearing it. And so that for them is a thing checked off their list to say why they can no longer not vote for him. Okay. So in other words, some people can say, well, I would vote for him, but I don't think he's taking this COVID virus thing seriously. He never wore a mask. And so, that's just one thing that I have to consider when I go into the voting booth. Okay. But now that he's done it, he's acknowledged it. It's not like he's hiding from it. And, some people can say he went back on what he said before, but sometimes you just have to do things that are just unpopular, even for your own people in your party. So that's that. There's a little more nuanced reasoning here or there, but I hope you see where I'm coming from with that. And for the fourth reason why this tweet is so effective and so savage is because it is centered around Joe Biden, his campaign, and the election. Why? Well, if you saw the interview with Wallace the other day on Fox News, he basically called Joe out saying that he won't come out to do an interview, which also implies that he won't come out to do anything publicly because he just can't do it. It's a shot across the bow for his campaign saying, I can meet you anywhere. And what I'm saying by that is simply I'm saying is that I can meet in the public square with you because people are thinking that Joe Biden is not going to show himself anywhere before the election, including the presidential debates. We all know that if Joe Biden gets on the stage with President Trump in the debate, it's game over. Game over. The Biden campaign knows that. We know that. They can bunker him down. That's fine. If they can use this mask as a political football to keep President Trump not wearing it because he refused, because before he wasn't wearing it, right? He wasn't wearing it. And so they'll say late in the game, when it comes time for the 0 hour for the debate, well, we can only debate President Trump if he's going to wear a mask. And see, if that were to happen in the 0 hour of the campaign, because debates happen typically in October, then that would have been detrimental to Trump and his base. Okay. It would appear that he's acquiescing and kowtowing and giving in to the Biden campaign. But by him doing it early enough now allows him to say, hey, I wore one back in July. Okay. And then he spun it in a way that was funny because he said, hey, if you wear a mask, it means you're a patriot and I'm the biggest patriot there is, your favorite president. Okay. I'm getting more backlash from leftists on social media because of this. They're just exploding because they just can't comprehend all of this and they're just so enraged by this. It's hysterical. And so that's the deal, guys. Seriously. Because had he done that later, it would have been really, really bad. So basically, Trump is taking the political football out of their hands. He's taking the bullet out of their guns. And now they have nothing when it comes to this issue. They can't use it. So now, what's Joe's excuse for not showing up for a debate? That's it. And so if you like what I do here on The Conservative Take, taking culture, TV, and movies and filtering it right, please click that like and subscribe button, that bell icon, so you don't miss any future content. And please share with your friends because we're trying to reach the goal of 10,000 subscribers. As always, please check out some content that I have right